on, don't get too excited.
And then we'll talk about the types of data that we collected and go over some summaries. The qualitative data, including a lovely role play, and a quantitative summary, and it's all very exciting. So to start off, what we want to do is just reflect on how innovative and collaborative Lynx was. Can anybody recall? Oh,
We're good. We only on.
was it my water bottle?
No, it was me. It
Um,
was me.
Did you get into groups of, oops, 3-ish, please, while we clean up and mess over here? Gather yourselves, yes, and just kind of as you're sitting, you'll need a little bit of desk space in front of you to arrange a puzzle pieces. Wet puzzle pieces.
Here, I'll come around and help you. Thank you. They're a little soggy, but
Can anyone?
that's part of the challenge.
Okay, I'll give you a minute to get your groups.
So are you all a group of?
Find 3 people.
Yeah, we can do one.
Raise your hand if you're not part of a group. 2 is fine, 4 is fine. This is a very short.
They're giving us an activity.
See each other, smile, names. Excellent.
Somebody gets the extra
They got one over there.
Oh.
Maybe, you have to give it to them.
Yeah, you know. Okay.
I'll fill it for yes.
Should we take them out?
Oh, no, they don't. Oh.
Maybe we should know the answers.
Okay, I guess.
We have one more.
I don't need anything, he's pretty
Okay,
done what
that works. Can anyone tell me what Lynx stands for?
Oh, you would
ask. That's harsh. That is way harsh. My first thing in the morning.
I know Cynthia knows it by heart.
Oh, should we look?
Anyone besides? Not quite. I mean, it's not like a huge secret, but what's in the envelope? But we'll just to get settled in your groups. Any ideas? Lynx.
Oh,
L-I-N.
linking, something to do with linking.
Linking. We got first letter. Second letter is I. Linking what? What's I?
Individual?
Individual. Linking individual and
Needing.
needs. Linking individual needs to to community / clinical and S. Services. Linking individual needs to community and clinical services. Am I right, Cynthia? I'm nervous.
sound instead of the.
So exciting, huge title, right? So for patients, meeting their medical, emotional, and social economic needs can feel like a puzzle when they're out there in the community trying to manage their lives. And so I have a puzzle for you all. So in your groups of 3, open up your envelope and take out the pieces. It's a little bit open-ended. There's not necessarily a wrong or right way, but try to arrange those pieces of paper in a way that makes sense. Maybe it's a timeline, maybe you're doing columns where one is the community-based and one is the clinic-based, CHWs. All the envelopes are the same. And so just take a minute to kind of reflect. Don't think of the, I was like, does everybody have the answer key?
We have one more.
Coordinate with partners distributed to connect to electives.
Oh, yeah, do they both?
I was thinking like recruiting up there, using Red Cap, refer patients to partners. Them.
Schedule appointments. Give space to
So yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm they would both use that, right? Because that's
Repeats emotional well-being questionnaire 3 and 6.
this one or that one. I think it's
You got me right up there.
emotional well-being. Probably.
resources offer emotional well-being.
Yeah, I think.
I should have looked first. They're here, and there's there's Maria, she's from New Oh, we need to see. Right?
How about one more day? Anyone gonna throw something out? I'll get you off in a minute.
But I know at least, in our case, these folks will be in Red Cap too. Yeah, because what they do is, Red Cap pulls it from the medical record. They're really good at I know, I'm being yeah.
Okay, can we call that good? It's still kind of down. I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, I think we
All right,
got
let's
it.
bring it back and see how everybody's feeling.
We're feeling good.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Was that kind of fun to think through all the steps and parts and pieces? And like I said, there's a chance to be a little creative with this. I'm not gonna, give grades or anything. But it was just, as we were preparing for this today, I was just kind of reflecting on how many steps there were in the process and all the moving parts and pieces. And I just wanted to have a chance to actually get in it and do a little hands-on. And so this is how I arranged things. And the arrows here are the communication and collaboration going back and forth. Some of the pieces are shared by both CHWs. I definitely don't want to shortchange our clinic-based CHWs. They obviously were critical because that's the linkage, and they were doing the recruitment and doing the clinic-based follow-up with both. But in general, the clinic-based CHWs were based in the federally qualified health centers. The community CHWs were in the county health department or the equivalent as a MICOSA. And in general, using the inclusion criteria, the clinic-based CHWs were recruiting. We also had some recruiting going on at the clinic-based side, so that's one that could go in either or both columns, right? Using Red Caps, so we had an electronic system for referral where both of the CHWs were communicating back and forth with each other, collecting that data for qualitative information, seeing the kinds of interactions that they had and information they were sharing, coordinating with partner CHWs as needed to connect patients with clinical services, and using Red Cap to document communication services observations and follow-up. That was both of them. They're both making observations and capturing those observations in the Red Cap. So we're not just looking at qualitative data, we're also valuing and collecting and paying attention to the wisdom and the observations of the CHWs. Over here on the community-based CHW side, they're completing consent forms, emotional well-being questionnaires, assessing patients' needs, referring to clinic and community-based services, offering a menu of support here, such as one-on-one follow-up and navigation supporting economic and social services, calling the patient once a month, doing in-person follow-ups throughout that time, offering emotional well-being techniques, and repeating the questionnaire at 3 and 6 month systems. Any questions about this? Thoughts, reflection? Yes, please.
It sounds, I may not know the whole scope, and I should because I was on the research committee, but under the clinic CHWs, when I just read what you wrote, it sounds to me like, unless I'm misreading it, that the clinic CHWs didn't have a lot of patient interaction, and I don't really understand that.
I'll let them
Unless I'm missing
respond to that, cause I think I'm shortchanging them, and so,
Yeah, we arranged it interestingly, a lot more integrated,
Uh-huh.
right? We didn't have any arrows, we just knew they were there, but
yeah.
we, yeah, it does kind of look lopsided.